Hey, my beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. It's Taste of Divinity. It's your girl, Tasty. How are y'all doing? We're going to be doing a love spread this week. This is going to be the you versus me versus the true spread. This is going to be for my Sagittarius. I'm really excited, you guys. A few things that I'd like to talk about before I get started on this reading. Just know that it's general, so it won't resonate with every Sagittarius out there. However, it will resonate for those it's supposed to resonate for those with Sagittarius in their chart. For love, especially, I usually recommend checking out your Venus sign, but that doesn't mean that your sun, moon, or rising won't resonate. It probably will, but overall, don't force it to your story if it's not your story. Um, the first card talks about where you're at currently concerning the connection. If it's not feelings that you're feeling, it's probably not your story, and that's totally okay. One second, you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be pulling from each deck. So this is going to be for your energy. This is going to be for your person's energy. Since this is a love spread, there's a really good chance that the energy is going to can be reversed since it's general. Just pick a side is pretty much all I'm trying to say. And then at the end, we're going to read some oracle cards for you guys. So we're going to first start off with the positive affirmation for you guys. So thank you so very much, Spirit, for allowing me to receive this message from my Sagittarius. Thank you for allowing me to release ego with all my readings. So what positive affirmation would you like to start us off with? I'm going to take that one, but I'm going to pull one for you guys. Okay. We have there is no blame. So this says, I release the need to blame anyone, including myself. We are all doing the best we can with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness that we have. That is beautiful. So this right here, I'm already getting like heavy, like root chakra and just your heart chakra. Like just having such an open heart to know that, hey, this person and understanding that, hey, this person is going through their own trauma and they're going through their own thing. They're not purposely trying to hurt me. I'm not purposely trying to hurt them. We're really doing the best that we can with what we know and what we are aware about concerning our own trauma and et cetera, et cetera. Then the next card says, the future is glorious. So this says, I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. Beautiful. All is well in my world. So this is really cool. This is really speaking your truth, knowing that your future, it won't affect your future, speaking what it is that you want to say, saying what it is that you want to say, knowing that everything in your life is beautiful and is glorious. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, where my Sagittarius at currently concerning this connection? Oh, and by the way, by connection, you guys, this is a person who's heavily on your mind. So there's a really good chance that you may be with this person, you may not be with this person, but it's whoever is on your mind. Thank you so very much, Spirit. So what can you show me about my Sagittarius? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, where they're at currently concerning this connection? Thank you so much. Okay, so where you're at currently concerning this connection, wow, you have the Two of Cups. You love this person. You feel like this is your soulmate. You feel like it's a very divine connection. You have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Hanged Man. Wow, with the Lovers? Holy shit. This is beautiful. So there's a really good chance that y'all may possibly not necessarily be with each other, because I do see there's a Five of Swords and a Five of Cups being here with the Hanged One. So that's like someone who's not really taking that much action right now because they are building up their confidence. They're trying to defeat their own ego, try not to have resentment in their heart, but they do feel like they've lost something that they really love. And it's almost like they're focusing on things that they've lost, and that's really what's keeping them stagnant right now, when instead of just focusing on that connection. So, you could have possibly lost friends because of this connection, or you could have lost people who you felt like was really important because of this connection, and that's causing you to stray away from the actual connection, the actual Two of Cups, the divinity that you actually feel from this connection. But I do feel like you love them. You most definitely love this person that's on your mind, and you want to be in high vibrations with them. So some of y'all are in separation from them, and you want to reconcile things with them with that Three of Cups. But some of y'all, you just want to stay in high vibration. So you want to be able to treat this person like they're a friend of yours and a lover, a friend and a lover. You want to be very deeply connected to that person, and you want to be able to You may be holding your energy back so that you can heal things. Because 5-5 talks about releasing the old to welcome in the new. So, maybe you're shifting your mindset. Maybe you're learning how to focus on the right things so that you can start going after this person, the way that you want to, with the drive and focus, that you want to, with the Eight of Pentacles being there. Because the Knight of Wands is like someone who does want to send a message, but they're kind of going back and forth right now. So when they feel like they can be a King of Wands, then they will go after the connection the way that they truly want to go after it. So that's where you're at currently concerning this connection. You most definitely love them. I can say that much. You love them. You have a lot of love for them. You feel like it's a deep soul connection. So the next card talks about where would you like to go concerning this connection. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? There's a really good chance that there may be someone who is deeply in their feelings, and then someone who's not really necessarily in their feelings. So someone who's very, very emotional, and then someone who's not really emotional, and that could be a challenge for y'all. So let's see. Where would you like to go concerning this connection? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? Where would you like to go? Where my Sagittarius like to go concerning this connection? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. I had a card try to come out. Card tried to come out, and the Three of Pentacles ended up coming out. So Three of Pentacles talks about building a new foundation, talks about building a contract. Wow, some of y'all want to marry this person with this Hierophant card. Some of y'all feel like it's a spiritual connection. Yeah, some of y'all like, you dead ass just want to go after this. You dead ass just want to charge forward towards this person, this connection. Offering them stability, being authentic about the emotions that you feel and the emotions that you've been keeping under wraps. So maybe you're the person who is not necessarily, because for me, water represents emotions, and you see how this person right here is like not really in the water while this person is in the water. So this person's heavily in their emotions. So they probably were very upfront with you about how they felt about you, but you, on the other hand, were kind of like, I'm willing to take your cup. I'm willing to be here, but I'm not really willing to dig deep emotionally with you. I'm not really willing to allow for you to understand my emotional side. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. But with the King of Cups and the Devil card being here, this is almost like, you want to be able to express your emotions. Because King of Cups is someone who does have a lot of emotions. They go through a lot, but they usually go through it alone. They're very, very composed. So you won't be able to tell that this person's really going through things based off of, how they look, or just like, their external face and stuff like that, because they're very just like stone cold face. I can handle my stuff on my own type of thing. But if you are emotionally connected to the person, you will probably be able to tell that that person's not really emotionally, that they're feeling burdened. That they feel like they're holding on to something or holding back on something. So I do feel like you want to build a new contract. You want to be more expressive with the things that you say. You want to express your emotions. I do feel like you want to charge after this connection and maybe make things into a stronger commitment. Some of y'all want to marry this person. Some of y'all just want to actually put a title on it. With this Three of Pentacles, you want to build a foundation. You want to build a collaboration with this person. It's kind of what I'm seeing from here. So that is where you would like to go. So let's see what they say, hidden things that will help you in this connection. I hope they feel the same way about you. My heart's going to be broken. He said, oh. But let's see. So hidden things that will help you concerning this connection. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? What are some hidden things that will help my Sagittarius concerning this connection? What are some hidden things that will help them concerning this connection? The Three of Pentacles also talks about stepping out of your comfort zone, you guys. So I do feel like you might be the one who doesn't necessarily it's almost surface level with your emotions. It's never really let's dig deep and get down to the nitty gritty type of thing. So this could be you wanting to step out of your comfort zone so that you can, actually collaborate with this person on a deeper level. So let's see here. Hidden things that will help you. So show me clearly, please, Spirit. What are some hidden things that will help my Sagittarius concerning this connection? Show me clearly. We got the Eight of Swords, yeah. See, look, this person, the Eight of Swords is like, in order for this person to stay in this position, they have to not feel. And even though, and it's a lot of pain, it's a lot of pain. So this could be things that you dealt with in your past, things that you're going through currently, your own thought patterns, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just like maybe you overthink things. Maybe it's like feeling like you're mentally stuck, feeling like you can't take actions, feeling like it's really difficult for you to juggle your life, your work, your play, your self-care, the things you want to do in your life. Is you just feel very, very overwhelmed, and sometimes, in order for you to feel like you're on top of things, you just have to literally detach yourself, not feel a goddamn thing, in order for you to achieve and do the things that you feel like you have an obligation to do. So, for the hidden things that will help you, I do feel like they're telling you to, shift your mindset, your perspective about. Your the things that are in your life. We have the Four of Cups here. That talks about feeling grateful, being grateful for things. Accepting your gifts, realizing that you're a gift, that you're a gifted person. Not feeling rejected. Going after the things that you want in your life. Being grateful, because the Four Cups is like someone who is kind of over it. They can easily focus on the things that have lost. They can easily focus on the things that are wrong, and et cetera, and et cetera. So this is almost like shifting your perspective. This is like someone who does stay stagnant because they focus on the things that have been wrong, or they don't feel like they can truly move forward, concerning the situation. Maybe even feeling your emotions scare you. Maybe you feel like you really can't control your emotions, or you don't like for your emotions to control you. And so, in order for you to feel like you're in control of your life, you just don't feel at all. That's not really healthy. But I do feel like what they're telling you is to, see what you can do to shift your mindset and your patterns. Because the Eight of Swords is someone who feels like they're stuck. They feel like they're stuck mentally. They feel like they don't necessarily know how to communicate. They feel like they don't know how to take actions. But it's really because of their own mindset. It's because of the way that they're thinking. So it's like they would think their way into a position of feeling stuck. So it's like, what can you do to think your way out of feeling stuck? And these are not issues to take lightly. They're swords or things that have hurt you. There's situations that have went wrong, and et cetera, and et cetera. But it's almost like I said, focusing on the problem versus a solution type of thing. Focusing on what goes wrong versus what can go right. So it's almost like shifting the things that you focus on so that you can feel like you can move forward in your life, so that you can feel like you can actually, step out of your comfort zone, et cetera, and et cetera. Doing stuff, one thing at a time. Because this is like someone who has a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental anxiety. Concerning their connection. So, they want you to tap into your fighting spirit, tap into your strength, your inner strength when it comes to, maybe this is you taking the leap of faith, doing something new, completely new, which is feeling your emotions, or going after something that, makes you uncomfortable, not allowing for your pride to get in the way, building your confidence up, telling yourself a completely different story, et cetera, et cetera. So let's see what they say, the hidden things that will block you. Eight of Swords also talks about, like abundance, so maybe you feel like you don't deserve love, or deserve this connection, or even deserve to feel, because you don't feel like, you are where you need to be at in your life, in this physical world. Because with that Three of Pentacles being here, that is collaboration. So, there's a really good chance that you also want this person to be a business partner of yours. But for some reason, you may possibly don't feel like you deserve it. Maybe you don't feel like you, have that much to offer or something. So let's see. Like I said, with the Eight of Swords, it's like that person feels stuck even though they're not. So it's almost like you get what you think you are, not what you actually are. So it's like once you shift that mindset of telling yourself you believe that you deserve this, or you believe that you deserve that, or you feel like what I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. When you don't place those limits on yourself, you will start taking better action. You will start taking actions towards going after the things that your emotions are calling you to go after. So let's see what they say, hidden things that will block you. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, what are some hidden things that will block my Sagittarius? What are some hidden things that will block my Sagittarius? Okay, so hidden things that will block you. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card, you guys. The Wheel of Fortune talks about divine timing. It talks about random blessings. The Tower card talks about a foundation being broken down. It talks about endings. It talks about, and both of these are major arcana right here. So they both talk about endings and new beginnings. The Wheel of Fortune is like literally going with the flow. allowing for whatever to happen, not feeling like you have any control or any say in this connection, etc., etc. So I do feel like this person wants to offer something, but it's like they feel like, do I really have to offer you what you feel like you deserve, type of thing. I do feel like they're telling you for the hidden things that will block you is you not really being a part of it. You not really collaborating. You not stepping out of your comfort zone. You allowing for this ending to take place. You going with the flow. Going with the flow. Um, Not really trusting the divine timing of things, not really trusting the way things pan out, the way things play out. So maybe in this situation, this connection, there have been things that have happened in the past. If y'all remember the Five of Cups, those three cups that have spilled out, but that they still had two cups right here. So maybe you're focusing on, that blame thing. It's hard for you to let go of the past, whether that's past relationships, your actual past, or things that have happened in this actual connection, and it's just allowing for you to feel stuck. So, and then also with this Tower card, I do feel like this could be, you not having a stable belief within yourself. Because the Tower card is almost, it's like breaking down a completely old foundation, an old way of doing things, to rebuild a brand new foundation. So with this Wheel of Fortune card, this is like a divine blessing type of thing. So, maybe you're getting another opportunity or another chance to do things differently. And your thing that will block you is you not doing things differently. So, taking your time when it comes to how exactly do you want to build this foundation? What actions do you want to take? How do you want to come off to this person? What type of connection do you want? Et cetera, et cetera. And really being honest with yourself about that. Making sure you're nurturing yourself, making sure you know what you want from a connection or a relationship or this one in particular, et cetera, et cetera. And I do feel like they want you to go after these things that you want in your life. And for some of you guys, you may also be leaving something behind to go after this person. Because with that Eight of Cups, you see how this person is literally leaving behind something that they do have a lot of love for, whether that's a job, friendships, or, maybe even an old relationship that you feel like isn't necessarily as satisfying, emotionally satisfying, or the connection isn't as deep as you would like to go towards, this person. So maybe some of y'all, this is legit you ending a cycle with somebody else, so that you can focus on this connection that you want to offer your love to. Because the Eight of Cups is like, are some of you guys, it's not even, it's legit you going towards loving yourself. Because when you leave the Eight of Cups, you go to the Nine of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, or the Nine of Cups, is like you realizing that you're very, very talented. It's you realizing that you have all the skills that you need in order to create the life that you want. Is you realizing that you're literally surrounded by limitless love. Is you realizing that you have a bright future ahead of you. So this could legit be you destroying old beliefs within yourself, and then just believing in the impossible, believing and that magical things can happen for you, and then like just shifting your mindset, and being more intentional on the type of foundation that you're building in any type of connection, overall, but especially this one, especially because it's like when a Tower card happens, it's like either you're not doing everything that you need to do, or you're accepting less than what you deserve, or you're not being who you are authentically. The only way a foundation can break down is if it was weak. And so this is like, yeah, maybe you are getting another opportunity, but you need to make sure you're building a strong foundation within yourself first. And once you have that sturdy foundation within yourself, then you can build a strong foundation with the people around you as well, this connection, et cetera, et cetera. So let's see what they say your overall advice will be. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, what overall advice do you have for my Sagittarius? What overall advice do you have for my Sagittarius? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. I don't know if y'all remember that Queen of Pentacles and that Ace of Pentacles. It's like, it's almost like realizing that you have your own pentacle in your hand too. Nurture what you have, and know like other things what other people bring to you is legit just gonna add on to you. But you have everything that you need. Is what they're telling me to tell you guys. So don't think that this person is doing anything for you necessarily. Just know that they're adding on to what you can already do for yourself. Y'all are really adding on to each other, realizing that you do have your own pentacle. So anything that they give you is legit just bonus. It's bonus to what you already have. You already have something that's very, very divine within yourself. So let's see what they say your overall advice will be. And as this thing that will block you is most definitely major arcana. So it's a huge thing to pay attention to, you guys. Just realizing what cycles you're ending, what's changing for you, what's shifting for you, how you want to rewrite this chapter that you're living, how do you want to build your foundation. Just being more conscious of the choices that you're making, the things that you're doing, what you're putting out there, the way that you're building this foundation, taking the time to build this foundation so that when y'all do grow, it's going to be hard for it to come down, if that makes sense. So let's see what they say your overall advice would be. So overall advice, we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is building up your self-confidence. This is my alchemist card. This is my business owner card. This is a leader card. She goes after everything she wants. And I say she, we're all made up of masculine and feminine energy. I just saying she because that's a girl right there. But this is you tapping into your creative ability. So this is Leo energy, so some of y'all could possibly have that in your chart. But this just talks about you building confidence, allowing for your imperfections to empower you, not feeling like that blame game. Not blaming yourself. Taking responsibility for whatever is done and just doing things differently. But do not feel like those situations, your mistakes, define who you are. Just take responsibility and do something differently the next time, whether even if it's not with that person, but still just know I'm not going to make that mistake again because I'm consciously aware that that was a mistake, and I'm going to see what I need to do to heal so that I won't have to make that mistake again. Is kind of what I'm getting from that. But allow for your imperfections to empower you, going after the things that you want, building up your own self-confidence so you know that what you deserve in your life. That Three of Wands is like, waiting for your ships to come in. You're doing the work on yourself, just waiting for your blessings to come in and doing everything that you do with integrity, that continuously transforming your life, taking things one day at a time. And look, that Page of Wands is like really paying attention to the small actions that you're taking to build yourself up into this Queen of Wands. So the Page of Wands is like you starting off. The Queen of Wands is your overall advice because that's who you want to be. So it's like looking at these small wands that could be your thought patterns, the actions you're taking to build yourself up, to build your confidence up. How are you investing in yourself? How are you investing in yourself to become this Empress, the highest ranking card in the deck? That's wifey energy. That's a manifestor. That's someone who's always open to love. So what are you telling yourself? What actions are you taking to show to yourself that you are this divine person? So that's your side. So let's go ahead and go to their side. So the first card that we're going to pull for them is where they at currently. So thank you so very much, Spirit. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, this person that's on Sagittarius mind? Can you show me clearly, please, where are they at currently? So I do feel like for where you're at currently, you're finally realizing, you're recognizing this connection because that's the only part that you have is where you're at currently. So you're finally paying attention to your emotions concerning this connection. And I do feel like it does make you uncomfortable, the emotions that you're feeling. And that's why they tell you the hidden things that will help you is to actually feel your emotions. Don't think so much. Don't be in your head so much. Listen to your heart. Listen to what your heart is telling you to do. And go after what it is that your heart is telling you to go after. But of course, you have to have that confidence. You have to build that confidence in order to do so. So let's see where your person is at currently. The person that's heavily on Sagittarius mind. Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, where they're at currently? Where they at currently? Show me clearly. So wow, we have the Emperor and the Fool card. Interesting. So that's hubby energy. Wow, look at this, you guys. Look at that. That red though. So that red is what's sticking out to me. That's like your rooted beliefs, your grounded beliefs. So, maybe y'all are really, really focusing on building a brand new foundation within yourself so that y'all can build a better foundation in y'all's relationship. But that Fool card, for where they're at right now, they're kind of just taking a leap of faith. They're focusing on releasing their ego. They're focusing on releasing control. They're focusing on just having their own faith. With this Hierophant card being here, they may be focusing on their own spirituality. I do feel like they're focusing on trusting their intuition to lead them, to do things for them, etc. and etc. With the Chariot card, they have a lot of major arcana back here. The Hanged Man, so maybe they are pulling back their energy so they can shift their perspective about situations that they're in. They are most definitely seeing how obstacles can be opportunities for growth. They're balancing out their light and their dark side. They're seeing how they can move forward in their life. They're seeing how they can progress in their life. That Fool card, I do feel like they're ready to take a leap of faith right now. Just trusting their intuition, trusting, what they're feeling called to do. They want to take this brand new beginning. I feel like they just want to fall. Yeah, they want to fall for you. I feel like they may possibly want to fall for you, bro. I feel like they want to fall, and they're hoping that you're going to catch them. They're hoping that you are going to catch them. Whew. Yeah, they're scared though. They're most definitely scared, but they do want to take this leap of faith. So let's see, where would they like to go? That's what I feel like, at least. That Fool card, they are starting this brand new beginning, realizing that, their intuition is going to lead them everywhere. So they're releasing their ego, and releasing control of things, and just, instead of saying like, this need to go this way, that need to go that way, that need to go that way, I'm going to see what my intuition is calling for me to do, and I'm just going to do that. That's how I'm going to take my actions now, trusting that I'm going to be guided to take the actions that I'm supposed to take. So let's see where they would like to go concerning this connection. They want to be happy. They want to be optimistic. They want to maybe you make them feel like a child. This is like childlike energy with the Sun card. It's also Aries. This is both of these are Aries energy. Some of y'all can have Aries in your chart or be dealing with an Aries, and this is Leo energy. So some of y'all may possibly have Leo in your chart. But they want to have clear communication with you. They want to talk to you about their own healing process. I do feel like right now they are most definitely focusing on healing themselves. They're retracting their energy to align themselves with that Ace of Swords being there. This is like, I want to be able to just speak my mind. I want to be able to speak my mind to you. I want us to be happy. I want to be happy. Honestly, I don't even know if they want to be happy with you technically yet. I do feel like they just want to be happy. I'm not gonna lie. They just want to be happy. They just want to feel happiness. So I do feel like they most definitely do want to have clear communication with you, concerning just their own healing process, and maybe even feeling left out in the cold or feeling lonely, and feeling indecisive, et cetera, because here's the Wheel card for them, and that just talks about cycles as well. So, maybe they want to talk to you about certain lessons that they've learned, concerning this connection, and making sure that you may have possibly learned certain lessons that the connection was supposed to teach y'all, et cetera, et cetera. But I do feel like overall they just want to feel happy. They want to feel happy. I do feel like they feel like you are a part, like they would want you to be a part of their happiness, but I'm really getting that overall they just want to feel happy with or without you, type of thing. So let's see, what they say, hidden things that will help your person during this time. So can you show me clearly, please, what are some hidden things that will help the person that's on Sagittarius mind? Hidden things that will help this person. The Two of Cups. So that's focusing on a divine connection. Look at that synchronicity. Yeah. So they most definitely did feel lonely and left out in the cold, you guys. They most definitely did. They felt like they wasn't really getting the praise that they deserved. They felt like, they wasn't really getting the recognition that they deserved in this connection. Some of them may have also just been trying to publicly make the connection look well, and that could have seeped into the connection as well. Just like, yo, instead of just trying to make us look good on the surface level, let's actually do work within ourselves instead of worrying about what everyone else thinks. Let's actually do work within ourselves, because this Six of Wands is almost like public success. It's almost like everybody's looking at our relationship as the model relationship, and blah this and blah that. And I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling left out in the cold. However, I'm presenting myself like everything is okay, type of thing, even though it's not. So we do have the Magician card right here. So it's like being mindful of what you're putting out into the universe, being mindful of your own thought patterns, being mindful of just what it is that you want to focus on. So focusing on this connection is what's going to help you. Focusing on the love that y'all have, focusing on the relationship is what's going to help you. Because I do feel like this person does feel lonely. They feel left out in the cold. They feel shut out. But you see, there's a key right there. There's really a key to open that door so that they won't feel lonely and shut out. So maybe they shut people out, and then lock themselves in a room and stuff like that. So it's almost like knowing that you don't have to go through everything alone. You can actually be vulnerable. You can actually, reach out for help. hmm And I do feel like they have to also not hold back on themselves when it comes to their own gifts. You see this Four of Pentacles with that Nine of Cups. That's like they're holding on to their gifts. They're holding on to expressing themselves. They're holding on to, feeling like if they feel bad for feeling confident or feel bad for being a light, and they feel like it affects the relationships or the connection if they are shining too brightly. And I wonder why. They feel like they feel bad for shining too brightly around you, which I have no idea why they would feel that way. Oh, because they feel like if they shine too brightly, it's only going to make them feel more lonely. So they're just like, well, maybe I need to dim myself so that I won't feel so lonely. But I do feel like it's just this person, they just, or had to go through, your own healing process. I don't feel like you were purposely trying to make this person feel lonely. It's just something with emotions, and feeling emotions just give you a lot of anxiety for some reason. And I guess this person didn't realize that. So now they're working on really embracing themselves and their own skills and their own talents. So let's see what they say, some hidden things that will block this person. What are some hidden things that will block this person concerning this connection? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? So the hidden things that will block this connection. We have a Three of Wands. I do feel like this is not being adaptable. I do feel like this is just waiting, not necessarily taking actions, just allowing for these flames to be here. They're just kind of looking. They're looking, waiting for the perfect time to offer you this pentacle and this love, So, I wonder what happened. Maybe there was an ending, maybe, they do have a lot of love for you. They want to they want to be happy, you guys. I do feel like they may be afraid of just release, like they're afraid to be judged, they're afraid to be blamed, for certain things. They are afraid to release, they're afraid to make a final decision for some reason. And it's just like they're afraid to really communicate and express themselves now. But it's like what's going to block them is them waiting to offer you what it is that they want to offer you. Look at that Ace of Pentacles and that Ace of Cups. That is so beautiful. It's stable, it's long term. The Ace of Cups is like, it's a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. It's really hard for this person to even not act on it, honestly. They literally have to work to not act off of these emotions and these feelings. So hidden things that will block them is waiting to offer you what it is that their soul is calling for them to offer. So let's see what the overall advice would be for them. This is interesting. The hidden things that will help you is you taking actions, you not being so in your head. And for them, it's just like the hidden things that will help them is them just focusing on how divine the connection is. So maybe they already knew, because, where you're at now, you're realizing. For them, it's like, okay, I know you just want to be happy, but that person can be part of your happiness. Because if you really look at this right here, I don't know if you can really see it, but that sun is right there. Right there. So it's just like you are most definitely a part of their happiness. They feel like you are. And I wonder what happened, for them to be afraid to really express to you and offer to you, and show you how much they love you. But let's see what they say the overall advice will be. Maybe y'all did break up before. And this is literally another chance for y'all to get back together. So let's see overall advice we have. Overall advice, we have the Hanged Man. So this is like them changing their perspective concerning, the connection, concerning what it is that they want in their life. Because the Six of Wands is back at the bottom of the deck, and that talks about success, feeling like you deserve success. The Hangman is like someone who doesn't necessarily take actions because they want to make sure they have the right mindset or make sure they have the right perspective. So I do feel like, they're just waiting. I don't want to make any mistakes. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to do anything wrong. I don't even know what to say to you. I don't want to mess things up more so than they've already have been. So I'm going to just legit just wait. Even though I have a lot of love, even though I want to offer you something more stable, I don't know if you want it. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, blah, this and blah, that. So I do feel like for them, it's almost like changing their perspective about, tough positions that they're in. So maybe they have been waiting for some time. And for this, it's almost like telling them not to wait anymore, express themselves to you. And if they get rejected, they get rejected. But it's almost like taking actions, doing what it is that your soul is telling you to do, because you got that sun that's right there as well. Going after the things that you are passionate about, speaking your mind, making sure you do have the right mindset. Really it's just trusting that you have the right mindset. For this person, I do feel like it's like trusting that you do have the right mindset, because I feel like they see everything so clearly. Just these cards with this sun card, it's enlightened, it's literally in their head. They see things so clearly, and it's almost like they've just been waiting to actually take the actions that they really want to take, versus just taking them. And so, that Two of Pentacles, being mindful of, the thought patterns that you're telling yourself that you're bringing down into this physical world, knowing that you have the confidence to go after the things that you want, knowing that you have the confidence that you deserve success. You deserve to have a successful relationship. You deserve for your future to be glorious. You deserve to be confident. You deserve to have everything in your life to be the way that you want it to be. But I do feel like you have to release, because we have the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So none of these are kings or queens, or none of that. Yeah, there's no kings or queens anywhere right here. So this is like, this person is like, I'm going to slightly, take actions. I want to just not do too much. Even though I want to take this leap of faith and put my all into it, I'm not going to put my all into it because I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm going to just put one foot in, and see where it goes, type of thing. And if you don't give your all into anything you're doing, not just with the relationship, but anything in your life, if it fails, you really can't blame anybody. I don't say blame yourself. I mean, just know that if you don't put your all into something, your all is more than enough to make something successful. But if you do not put your all into something, it's more than likely not going to go right. So I do feel like what they're telling you is to legit put your all into it. Don't just put your hand in it. Fall completely. You want to. You see how this person legit, I want to fall. I want to take this leap of faith. That's what my intuition is telling me. Intuition, my heart is telling me that I can. But I'm scared, and I'm literally holding myself back on purpose, so yeah. So let's see what they say for your chakra cards. We got complacency and we got discovery. Both of these are root chakra cards. This talks about your rooted beliefs, and they say if you're not going after the things that you desire in your life, then you may need to dig your roots deeper into the plane. So which one we're going with first is complacency. So this says life force energy must be taken seriously. Are you standing tall in your own dreams or trying to build someone else's? Sadness and an inability to disassociate from a lost dream can show up here. It is time to walk away from anything that does not deeply resonate with you. Release and be free. And so I do feel like this is actually for your energy. I feel like maybe you're in a connection or in a situationship or something where you feel like it's not really deeply resonating with you. You're just in it. Maybe you're afraid to end things with this person, and it's just like you're allowing for your life to pass you by. So complacency says, I am feeling the loss of my dreams. This is a warning to not give up. Beware of coasting along in a situation that is not what you really want. You will never be fulfilled by an unmet dream of others. How can I redefine my dreams? How can I stop procrastinating? Finding self nourishment, living dreams unrealized, feeling depleted, time for deep rest, lack of motivation, holding back, daring, immobility, and reclamation. So I do feel like I said, you have to put your all into it. Both of y'all have to put your all into it. There is no you do this, and I just allow for you to do that. No, both of y'all have to put in the work. Both of y'all have to put in the work. And so the next card is Discovery. Discovery says, in the past, you may not have been fully prepared to face facts. Being willing to take the journey regardless of the outcome will prove rewarding. Get ready to carry a commitment through to completion. So that's really interesting. So Discovery says, I am more than I think I am. Are you trying to recapture a past that no longer fits? If you are presently upset or struggling with a difficult situation, you may be seeking to keep something that is far less than what you deserve. Am I happy in this situation? How is it benefiting me? The healing of predetermined agreements must be addressed. Awareness is healing. Leaving the past behind, a readiness for new adventure, a willingness to venture into uncharted territory, a new level of self-care, uplift, journey, and commitment. So I do feel like, well, some of y'all are actually married to this person at this Emperor and this Empress card being here, and someone does just want to take a brand new leap of faith on with a connection that they feel is more divine or more passionate, but they're really, really scared to. But I do feel like this is legit just, and some of y'all, this is legit just you reigniting passion and a connection that you have, but you're really, really afraid to release an old version of yourself. The way that y'all would do things differently. It's like, are we really able to change who we are? Are we really able to, you know, do things differently, have a different mindset, treat each other differently, have different conversations with each other, et cetera, and et cetera. So I do feel like you're breaking down foundations within yourself and you're building up new foundations and new belief systems. So let's see what they say. From the Moonology deck, we have your dreams need a practical plan, full moon and Taurus. So, that's kind of what I mean, like, especially for you, just knowing, like, because, having a planning process in place, knowing where you're headed in life, knowing where you're going in life, knowing what you want, like your goals, and what steps you can take in order to get to your goals. So maybe even discussing that with this person, this is what I want our outcome to be. What can we do to get to this outcome? What can we do every day to build up a better foundation within ourselves? What can we do every day to build up confidence within ourselves, or to help lighten each other's burdens, or to help each other feel comfortable, etc., and etc. And then we have meditate and contemplate. I do feel like this is more or less, just not acting off of impulse, taking the time to really center yourself, taking the time to really think about what it is that you want. If you're living your life the way that you truly want, or you're just being complacent, are you doing the things? Are you settling for less than what you deserve? Are you doing everything that you feel like you can? Are you putting your all into it? Are you feeling everything? Are you holding back? Are you holding back on this connection? Are you holding back on yourself? And then we have, full moon in Leo. Do not let pride get in your way. And like I said, for this person right here, they're afraid. They want to offer you something. They're afraid to take that leap of faith again. So, maybe some of y'all, this is a second chance. For others of you guys, and so they don't necessarily want to accept the blame or be blamed for anything. So, not letting your pride get in the way when it comes to this divine connection that you have, putting your all into it and just feeling those emotions, feeling the feelings, seeing y'all have to take responsibility. You have to, both of you guys have to take responsibility, not necessarily blame each other, but see like what y'all can change, how y'all can grow from the mistakes that y'all have made, if that makes sense. And then from the Romance Angel deck, we have healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So, maybe some of y'all have some healing that needs to take place so that y'all connection can really grow the way that y'all would like for it to grow. Some of y'all may possibly have seen just the way that y'all parents loved each other may not have, didn't have a healthy role model of love growing up. We have heart to heart conversation, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Yeah, literally. Like, I do feel like that's what needs to be taking place to see, like how y'all can both feel at ease, because this is a divine connection with this two of cups, that synchronicity being here. But there's a lot of, like, this person has a lot of anxiety. You have a lot of anxiety. Your thought patterns makes it really hard for you to take action, and for the hidden things that would block this person, they know how they feel. They feel what they feel, but they don't necessarily. It's hard for them to put their all into it because they don't want to get hurt again. They don't want to feel lonely. They don't want to feel sad. They just want to be happy. So y'all both need a heart to heart conversation, really expressing to each other, see how y'all can release y'all's burdens. Like, how can y'all be here for each other to help each other release each burden that each of you guys have. It can't just be placed on one person. And then we have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So that's really being in the now. So there's a really good chance that this person may possibly feel so stuck mentally because they're thinking about, what will next week bring, or the future, and et cetera, instead of just focusing on, the connection that y'all have, focusing on what I feel like that's both of y'all, honestly, just focusing on what y'all can do right now, just embracing each other's energy, embracing the love that y'all have for each other, and et cetera, not really overthinking things. So enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So really focusing on that magnetic attraction to each other. Y'all are both being pulled to each other. I feel like intuitively, y'all intuition is most definitely bringing or pulling y'all together with each other. It's just very, very uncomfortable for the both of you guys. So this person has to build up the confidence to take the actions that they want to take. And this person right here just has to shift their perspective about the things that they go through, not necessarily lowering their confidence because of situations that they go through in their life or the way that someone else treats them. It has nothing to say about, you, but more or less about the person, the things that they're going through. It's not like, oh, I'm treating you this way because you don't deserve to be treated that way. Or I'm treating you this way because that's the way you deserve to be treated. I'm treating you this way because, it just says a lot about myself. If it's mistreatment or whatever, maybe it's difficult for me to be vulnerable. That's why I'm not opening up to you. I'm not opening up to you because I don't trust you. I'm just afraid of my emotions. So with that being said, I love y'all so much. I hope this message resonated for whoever it's supposed to resonate for, and y'all have a wonderful day on purpose. Okay, fiddles.